and out comes Boswell to try to make it an 8-point lead. It's going to be a 36-yard attempt.
Because if he takes a sack, it goes down to 2 minutes. Now, I'd be making sure that they return this kickoff, because you're trying to hope it gets down under 2 minutes so they don't get 2 timeouts.
Another Detroit defender. This is Devontae Maddox,
who's been solid after all the injuries. They can ill afford that.
We've been talking over and over again about the safeties. Just remind our audience that they had one of the great tandems in the league coming into the season.
Maybe as good as anyone.
Ryan Branch and Kirby Joseph as well, both out for the year. So he's wobbly as he heads back to the sideline, and now Boswell trying to make it an 8-point lead. He's already made one from 59, one off his career long, one from 23. This is going to be 37 yards with Waitman on the hold. Jones will snap it back, and the kick by Boswell. Oh, no! No good!
This place is rocking. Snap was a little low. Arthur Smith, or Danny Smith, not loving it.
Big thud.
We can hear it from up here.
And the Steelers are rejected. And now if Detroit can drive down the field, they'll win it with a touchdown. Assuming there's no time left for Pittsburgh to do anything. If they're able to do that, Goff's given his chance. He was begging for it. There you go, your low snap, Tony. That affects it.
Here we go, Joe.
I was hoping to hear that one more time. Number 27. Handoff Gibbs. He got him by the uniform, and he's going to be dropped for another loss. Take us to the 2-minute warning. Going to come down to the wire, right to the finish. Steelers and Lions.
Let's go, boys. One thing I've noticed about football fans is they have talk while the players can actually hear them. Proud of you. Looking good. Keep it up. But when you have FICO insurance, you'll always be there. They have top-notch customer service. People really care. Here you go. That's how you want to play dog. Anything for you, bud. Cool. You pass the ball. Yeah, I'll try. Pass the ball. Okay. That's it.
It feels good to be heard. It feels good to Geico.
Welcome to the season of Yes and at Sam's Club. Say yes to this awesome basketball game. For the kids and curbside pickup. Making sure it works. Say yes to amazing deals on 100-inch TVs and express delivery. Boys, put it right there. You know, don't. Great true story. Say yes to what you want this holiday and to the joy of Sam's Club.
available now.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they're going to mark
Down to this play right now. Pittsburgh emptying the bucket with all their blitzes, pressures. Goff reads this one out. Throws it low and away. And I think he caught
that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Was it a control reception? Was it control by Zolsberg? Seems too late there, but they have it all underneath it. And underneath it.
From the gun, Murray. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Tyler going to give this to Benson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Cardinals first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Arizona.
To throw, it's Murray. That's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The Falcons at 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Penix. They'll try and do this, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jordan Birch able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Murray. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
That's good. Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one out to the 35. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing again, Murray. And Walker has it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Murray from midfield. That's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Charles, a new NFL record, 67 yards. There has never been one converted from that distance until this very moment. Unbelievable. Congratulations to him.
And, partner, there's no way you or I woke up today thinking, hey, we might see a 67-yard field goal made, let alone attempted. Congratulations. Great job. And remember, it all starts getting that kick away, because often it starts low. Usually that's when it can be tipped. Not in this case, a new NFL record.
To the air, Penix. Short throw, caught by Pitts. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. 10-7 our score after one, right here on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll throw with Penix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons are once again back in front. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Murray now going to do it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle with Benson. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit him 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Robinson with another carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Oh, shit.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go! 60 Bison! 60 Bison!
Looking to throw, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Arizona.
Murray now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Murray going to throw.
God damn, where's the fucking flag, bro?
Continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And looking to throw, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Penix. Throw left side, there's London. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the offense.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Murray now going to do it himself. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'm guaranteeing he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now Penix. This pass is caught by London. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Murray now going to do it himself. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest. We're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
That's caught by Harrison, right side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line.
14 yards.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Murray to air it out again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
4 yards. Second and 6. At the 8-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Oh, this is blocked. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Seibert's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Murray now going to do it himself. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Shotgun now from Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for our Cardinals. 1st down.
Throwing now is Murray. Now they'll tuck this and run. The impact on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see the franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Murray now. He's got room at the 30. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. To throw is Murray. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jaden Reed, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He'll look to throw. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. across the 25.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Wraith. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. 10
yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Here's Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. They'll look to throw. And he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on second and 13. To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Murray. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Throwing again, Murray. Over the middle here to Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. There's Murray. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. From the gun, Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chris Olave. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think we were leading by a healthy margin.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 36-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Penix working out of the gun here. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darnell Mooney, 52 yards. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete.